Well, thank you all for coming out on this rainy Friday night. I know that the tendency is, man, sit in front of the TV. Really louder. We really do appreciate you. We really appreciate you coming out. See lots of family and friends, co-workers, former co-workers. It's wonderful. I do want to, in particular, thank Molly and Cliff for making this venue available. Alrighty. Oh yes, one programming note. We had originally planned to have this run until 9 o'clock, but some team up north is playing a game tonight. I'm not a sports fan, I don't know anything about it. So we're going to try to, we wrap up by 8 o'clock. You are all welcome to stay, but the door will be open for those regulars to come along. So, okay. And I also want to thank you for supporting this important cause, the James Cancer Research, and supporting my lovely bride in one of her bucket list items in doing stand-up comedy. She's been talking about this for years, so I'm sure it will be good. So without further ado, if I can get things to work. You all are old enough to recognize that theme. These stories that you are about to hear are true. Unfortunately, we're not able to change the names.
We will be married 10 years in November, which is pretty sure my family never thought it would happen. But anyway, so first of all the single women out there, you know who you are, right? We won't make you put your hand up. But how many of you have gotten unsolicited advice from family and friends to help you with your date life? And what's the line they tell you? You need to get out there. And you're like, out where? Sometimes I think they think there's this out there where all the eligible men are. They're loaded, they have no baggage, because Lord knows you do. You're worried that they may still live in their mother's basement, right? And let's really be honest. All these people who are giving you advice, they got married in their 20s, right? When everything was perky. Right? Stayed where it was supposed to, despite gravity. Worked when it was supposed to, the way it was supposed to. Well, then we have middle-aged dating. So first of all, ladies, what do we have to do? We have to tuck everything into Spanx, right? Because we have to make sure it all stays where it belongs. And then what do we have to do? We got to go look in the mirror, see if our roots are showing, because Lord knows we can't show the gray hair, right? And then, oh my, we have hot flashes. And they happen at the worst time, right? And there you are, and that man thinks, woo, she must be hot for me. It's not a sign, trust me. No way. And then we have to worry about what we wear. We can't wear sleeveless, right? Because Lord knows our arm flap will hit him in the head. You're like, no, I can't be doing that. So it's not easy to date, right, when we are middle-aged. And then there you are, you're out to dinner, and oh, he caresses your chin. And he goes, oh, I think you have a hair. And you're going, oh God, it's stuck. So there we are. But my favorite line is, I know the perfect guy for you. And you're like going, oh my God, Mr. Wonderful's somewhere out there. But then what happens, and all you single ladies know, it never comes to fruition, does it? All of a sudden, he works for the CIA. He's on a secret mission. He'll not be back anytime soon. And there you are. But then what does your family and friends tell you again? You just need to get out there, right? So, luckily, I did have a friend, and Rich had a friend, who did put us together. So we met on a blind date, which was very cool. But again, here's some advice, ladies, those of you who are still dating. When you meet this guy, and he says to you, hi, I'm Rich. Before you quit your day job, you better find out if that's an adjective or his name. I clearly had to work for the last 10 years. But we decide to date, and that's great, you know, that's wonderful. But there was one tiny little problem. It almost wasn't worth mentioning to him, but things were bound to come up, so I thought, I gotta tell him. So you guys know how in the good book it says, you should wait till marriage? Well, you can just laugh, all right? Well, Sister Mary Joseph would have been proud. So I guarded that like Fort Knox. I'm pretty sure by 51, the lock was rusted shut. And I'm thinking, how am I going to tell this wonderfully sweet man that while we're dating, he's going to be taking a lot of cold showers? So I pondered this issue, and so I thought, here's a couple ways I could go. I'm like, Rich, do you know that song by Madonna, Just Like a Virgin? Well, meet her muse. Or then I thought, Rich, have you seen that movie, The 40-Year-Old Virgin? Well, meet the sequel. Well, to his credit, he hung in there, although I know his water bill went way up. So he thought, luckily for me, we'll get engaged. Let me tell you what it's like at 51 to plan a wedding. So first of all, you need a dress, right? So you go to David's Bridal, you take your sisters with you, you walk in, and there you are, and all these 20-year-old somethings buying a dress. So the 20-something sales lady, of course, says, can I help you? And you're like, I need a wedding dress. And she looks at you like, right. So she can't decide whether to believe you or look for the hidden camera that's probably videoing an episode for Candid Camera. But finally, she's like, I guess this lady's for real. So out comes all of the backless, strapless dresses. Now, those of you who know me very well, you have seen my hairy arms. For me to wear a backless dress would involve a wax job. Not gonna happen. So finally, we get a dress. But I need a strapless bra to put it on. And so the lady's like, no problem, I'll get you one. What do you need? I tell her. She comes back with a 28A. I'm like, I haven't worn a 28A since gas was 35 cents a gallon. And I'm like, better yet, if I try to shove the girls in there, they're going to come out the backside and I'm going to blow them up. Well, I finally in the dress. And I come out of the dressing room, and about that time, a young lady comes out next to me. Her skin is smooth. She doesn't have to iron her skin. Everything's standing up. She looks beautiful. I need a crane lift to keep the girls in place. And I'm standing there like, I cannot believe we are here. To which one of my beloved sisters responds, if you weren't pregnant, we wouldn't be here. And about that time, the sales lady once again was looking for that hidden camera. We got the hell out of David's bridal. So meanwhile, as you can just imagine at 51, I got a whole lot of advice about how to plan a wedding. And it was so helpful. And in honor of all that help, I broke out in shingles. And not just the garden variety around your waist shingles, no. They started on my right knee, went up my inner thigh, around my hip, up my butt, and on my back. Oh yeah, it sucked. And I would have these horrible nerve spasms. My delightfully helpful fiance at this time says, well, I read that if you do Lamaze breathing, it will take care of those nerve spasms. To which I thought, the dude is smoking crack. We're in for it. So meanwhile, I don't have a dress. So I locate one online, find it at another bridal store in Columbus, and off I go with my sisters. So there we are, I've got the dress, and no way can we let the sales lady see the shingles that are all over my body. So I tell my sisters, you guard the door to the dressing room, and I'm going in and try this bad boy on, because if she saw him, there'd be no saying yes to that dress, right? She'd probably call the health department. So I go in, they guard the door, and I hear, do you need any help? And I'm like, no. And so they're like, are you sure you can get it zipped? Yes. Are you gonna buy it? Yes. They had to admit the Lamaze breathing helped a bit. So we get the dress. And so things are moving along, planning the wedding, all's going pretty well, which was pretty helpful. And he said, I'll tell you what, I'll pick out the music for the recessional after the wedding. And I think, he loves music. What could possibly go wrong with that opportunity? He produces a list from which I could pick from. We had things like Go All the Way by the Raspberries, First Time by the Boys, which it would have been, Tonight's the Night by Rod Stewart, Girl, You'll Be a Woman Soon, Neil Diamond, and of course we have the little ditty by Conway Twitty, You've Never Been This Far Before. But the one he was hoping for was the theme from Star Wars. Go boldly where no man has gone before. Yeah, he wasn't eager, was he? So meanwhile, when you are middle-aged, you have to have a bridal shower. And of course, I didn't have just a normal bridal shower. I had to have a redneck bridal shower. And so, true to form, they were told to get redneck gifts for the soon-to-be bride. I got things like Kama Sutra for the redneck bride. I got exercises for your tongue. I got Jeff Foxworthy's book, You Know You're a Redneck Bride If. And of course there were helpful tips in that book. There were things like, you would know you were a redneck bride if you thought Crisco could be helpful in the bedroom. You knew you were a redneck bride if you thought Volvo was talking about part of your anatomy. And my favorite helpful, because again, I'm kind of hairy, you could use a weed whacker instead of getting the bikini wax, and it'll come out just fine. But, and ladies, all you ladies, not just you single ladies, you're going to be jealous of this outfit. I got redneck lingerie. And let me show you what that looks like. I'm not modeling it. I'll even pass it around. See, I slept in a t-shirt. So we have the handy-dandy t-shirt with all the cutouts in the correct place. Being true to form, redneck women like tidy whities. We have the tidy-whitey panty and bra ensemble. Here's the bottom. And here's the top. It did wonders for us on our honeymoon, just so you know. But no outfit is complete unless you have a pair of matching slippers made from Kotex. These are very helpful. Either if you have your feet are sweating or you walk through water, they're highly absorbent. You don't have to worry. That was my bridal shower. So meanwhile, we're planning for the wedding. And yes, we were waiting till the wedding night. But that's not to say you couldn't test drive a few things, right? You've all been there. So there we are. Things are moving along. I'm being assistive to the process. And I have a hold of it. And remember, I've never been this far before. And about probably the most inopportune time for Rich, he goes, "It's coming." I didn't know what to do, so I slammed my hand down on the top of the You can't stop a train. I'm here to tell you. He said I could tell you. So, finally, the day has arrived. I told you two not to come here. This should be my fabulous niece and nephew. Who this doesn't have to do with the show, but we did scar her one Saturday before Thanksgiving when we were in charge of the pumpkin pies. And, you know, it was either bake a pie or bake something else, and we bought a store-bought pie, and she wanted to know where her homemade pie was. I'm like, I don't know, but Rich and I have grins on our face. But meanwhile, here's the day. So the day starts out beautiful. I get to watch the Buckeyes play Northwestern. That went pretty well. We beat them. So about 2 o'clock, it's time to head to the church. I'm getting ready to go and discover that the security tag is still on the strapless bra that fits. So at 1 hour before the wedding, I have to go to Macy's. I go flying in, and I'm elbowing people away from the cash register trying to get to the sales lady, and I'm like, I waited 51 years and 350 days for this day, and you gotta get this security tag off this bra. And so you can tell she's looking at me like, is this lady for real, or should I call security? And could you just have seen it if she had? Middle-aged virgin loses it in Macy's. Well, luckily that tag came off. And so finally, we are at the wedding night, right? And so we decided to go home, because number one, we're cheap. naked and afraid. And there we are, and again, you all remember your wedding night. Things are progressing, moving along, and about at the most inopportune time, the cat has brought a mouse in. No kidding. And he's brought us a wedding gift. So we're trying to concentrate, stay focused, and that cat is throwing the mouse up in the air, dropping the mouse, throwing it in the air, dropping the mouse. And we're like, do we keep trying, or do we get the mouse? Because you know when you have love for the mouse. So we make the decision Rich is going to go get the mouse. So I gave him a 10 for the dismount. He landed on both feet, didn't waver. And off he went, chasing the mouse and the cat. You can just imagine, that thing works for a lot of things. Well, you know that line from Spinning Wheel, what goes up must come down? Yeah. So I had to wait 51 years and 351 days. But off we go to New York. So it's the first morning we are there, and I discovered I had forgotten my razor blade. And my wonderful husband says, "Oh, honey, it'll be all right. It doesn't matter if you have hairy legs." To which I reply, "You poor naive thing. I have chin hairs that could sand the varnish off of wood." So off we go to the drugstore. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you what it's like at 51 to make love for the first few times. You guys have all opened a brand new bag of cereal, haven't you? You know how you're like, it doesn't open immediately, does it? You gotta exert some more. You start to get it open and you need a little more help. Finally, there we are. But I'm telling you now, every time I hear a cereal bag open, I get PTSD. Well, you know that saying, 7 weeks, 7 days makes a whole week? Well, it does. So we get the bright idea that maybe if we use condoms, things would be a little slipperier, might be helpful. Off we go to the drugstore again. We buy some condoms, and I'm pretty sure the lady applauded that we were practicing safe sex. We get back to the hotel and think, let's give it a whirl, right? Again, things are progressing, and we drop the sucker somewhere, floor, I can't remember it. Neither one of us had our glasses to figure out which way to unroll that bad boy. Again, what goes up? So things, kind of progress, but that's what it's like at 51. Well, again, you middle-aged women know things can get a little Saharan as middle age moves along, right? So off we go again to the drugstore. This time we're in Columbus. Oh my God, they have so many products over there. There's this, there's that, and then they have the kind, some for him, some for you. They come together, ooh, boom, bang, thank you, ma'am. Problem is, all that heat getting generated, you're worried you're going to have an arrhythmia as you're But to make it even more fun when we're selecting a product, I probably taught over 2,000 students in my time at OSU. And I've run into lots of places. The thing you hope for is you don't have a drink in your hand. Do I have a bra on? Did I shave my chin hairs today? But lo and behold, as Rich and I are checking out the products, we hear, Dr. Steward, is there anything I can help you with? We're both like, you hold it, you hold it. She earnestly comes down the aisle, and we're like, no, I think we're good. We'll just pick a product. We read Consumer Reports that these are great also for hinges that don't work well. Oh my gosh, we got the heck out of there. But let me just give my last advice to the women here, especially my unmarried women. You met that guy and he says to you, honey, I'm up 2 or 3 times a night. And you're thinking, oh yeah, this will be great. Till it all gets flushed down the toilet. And when he says to you, I'm often stiff in the morning, he's not talking about morning wood. Thank you so much. You've been